All right, Happy New Year. Hopefully I have successfully gotten this out before the new year, but who knows. I thought I'd do something a little bit different, and I'm just going to go through my Serializd rewatch for 2024. Yeah, Serializd is the main app I use to track what I'm watching. And I've looked over these stats, and I just thought I would share a little bit. I'm not going to go through all of them because some of them are a little strange, but let's get into it. I'm doing this in a really weird, unintuitive way. I don't know how to make a podcast or video. So we'll see how this goes. This is an adventure for all of us. All right. So 2024, RE Masters. That's me. Right off the bat, this is really embarrassing. I watched 32,526 minutes of television this year, which they very helpfully calculated is 22 days and 14 hours. I don't know if I wanted to know that. I will say in my defense that I'm almost always doing other things while I'm watching TV. I'm almost never just sat watching TV and not doing anything. Unless I'm watching something captioned. But otherwise, this is the time that I'm doing housework or whatever. But still, that's a lot. All right, continuing on. I'm in the top 9.63% of TV fans on Serializd. This actually was a little surprising to me. I thought it would be higher. I didn't realize, I guess there are like 10% of people who have watched more than 22 days of television in 2024. But you know what? I'm happy with it. I think any more than that would be too much. It's already too much. Yeah, okay. So then getting into the real stuff, Curb Your Enthusiasm. So these stats, I think, are not all completely accurate. Serializd is a little special. It's a very small team behind it. It's a little funky how they calculate some stuff. I really did watch 2 days and 18 hours of Curb Your Enthusiasm this year, I'm pretty sure, though. I binge-watched the entire show. I'd never seen it before. I had seen Seinfeld, and so I was interested. And I really wanted to get caught up on it before the final season. So I watched, all of Curb Your Enthusiasm in, a week. It was a lot. It was a fun show, though. I enjoyed it. And I did get more or less caught up for the finale of Curb Your Enthusiasm, which I'll talk more about in a minute. I really enjoyed. So that's fun. My most watched shows, here we go. Number one being Curb Your Enthusiasm. Doctor Who Confidential. I don't think this can possibly be true. I don't think I watched 51 hours of Confidential or whatever that is. I did watch a lot of Confidential. I was kind of looking back and surprised, I didn't realize I watched that much Confidential, but I did watch quite a few episodes, so I do think it might genuinely be in my top 10, but I don't know, 51 hours is a lot. I don't think I watched 51 episodes. I think I watched more like a couple dozen, maybe, at the most. Probably like a dozen. So I don't think that's quite accurate, but it might still place in my top 5 regardless. The Boys, I think this is accurate. I did watch all of The Boys this year. And, I used to be really into Supernatural. We'll talk more about that in a second, I guess. But yeah, no, I used to be a big Supernatural fan. I was interested to see what the gang is doing now. And I enjoyed The Boys. I'm excited for the next season of that coming. Supernatural, I've been rewatching a little bit along with a podcast. I'm also, it's like, wow, I guess I did watch 18 of those. But yeah, so that's up there. I feel like there should be some other shows in here. I feel like there are other shows I watched more than 18 hours of. But I don't know. The Serializd algorithm is beyond me. So I won't question it too much. But yeah, Supernatural's up there. Doctor Who, obviously, of course. I think most of those, I don't always... The other thing is the reason Supernatural is a little surprising to me is I don't always log my rewatches on Serializd. I'm more interested in it as a tracker of like the new stuff I'm watching. But I did log some rewatches for Doctor Who. And then, of course, the new season that came out early this year and the Christmas special the other day, which actually I think these stats were calculated before the Christmas special. But it's definitely catching the new season 1 that came out earlier this year. Okay, here we go. I watch a lot of TV on Sunday, apparently. And I avoid the screen on Thursday. I watch less TV on Thursday. Sunday definitely makes sense. I definitely watch a lot of TV on the weekend. I think this last semester of graduate school, I had a later schedule on Mondays. I would just work a little bit in the afternoon and then have evening classes. So I could sleep in quite a bit on Mondays. So I did stay up late lots of the times on Sunday and watch a lot of TV. Thursday, I don't really know why this would be. I think I had a pretty normal work schedule on Thursday. I guess that's interesting. I guess I don't watch as much TV on Thursday. There you go. All right. I watched shows across 10 different genres, and I definitely had a few favorites. I don't really know how they calculate this, but here we go. My favorite genre this year is drama. Great. I also watched a lot of comedy, sci-fi, fantasy, and documentary. None of this is really surprising to me. I will say I don't watch a lot of shows that are like just straight up drama. I tend to get a little bit bored. I like my shows to have kind of a genre element. So like either some kind of comedy or sci-fi element, something like that. Something a little different going on. But I think maybe the reason it calculates my top genre as drama is because so many shows have that, like, they're like a hybrid between like drama and something else. So I think that's definitely pushed that in. And I will say probably my favorite genre right now is black comedy, where it's like comedy but kind of with a darker element, a little bit more gritty. And a lot of those shows are definitely tagged as drama, I think. So yeah, here we go. So dramedy, I think, is probably getting at that black comedy genre. And then also I like shows that are workplace, queer, cozy, and satire. I guess I won't argue with any of that. There we go. I mostly watch shows from America. I also watch some from the UK, Germany, Korea, and France. I don't know what the France show is. The rest of these, I do watch. Got quite a few British shows logged. Doctor Who. Doctor Who. Yes, several others. I watched a bunch of like crime drama, British crime dramas this year. So those are all in there. Germany, I know exactly what that is. That is Where's Wanda? Is one of my favorite shows that I've watched this year. I haven't quite finished it. I've got I think just the finale to go, honestly. It is one of those shows because I watch it captioned instead of dubbed. I do have to actually sit down and give it my full attention. So I haven't gotten to that finale yet, but I am very excited to see how it wraps up. And it was a very good show. But I don't think I've watched anything else German. I think that is it. And then Korean, I definitely watched Squid Game. I think another show that I'm blanking on was Korean. And one other. I just watched, right now I'm watching this show called Light Shop, which is fantastic. I'll definitely be talking more about. But I think these stats were calculated before I logged Light Shop, so I don't think that's in there. And then I don't know what the deal with France is. I actually did investigate this a little bit, and I still can't figure it out. But go France. Another country that I watched shows from this year that isn't appearing here is Denmark. Another show I really enjoyed this year. Might make one of my top lists is Baby Fever on Netflix. It's a black comedy about a woman who works in a fertility clinic, and steals sperm to impregnate herself. So the main character is very not a good person, but it's so like it's just so fun to watch all the crazy stuff she does, and it's very good. I love a Danish show. All right, we'll move on from this. Okay, we're getting into some kind of stuff that I think is maybe not going to make for great content, so I'm going to skip through a lot of this. This isn't accurate. I don't have Fubo. I don't know what Fubo is. This sounds incredibly made up. I do watch a lot of stuff on Hulu, so that's accurate. I don't know how much the rest of this is. I've been more or less kicked off of my parents' Netflix account. I can only watch it from my phone with a lot of like extra steps to get around the household lock thing. So I've not been watching as much Netflix. I guess it could still be up there. But yeah, no, there's no way I'm gonna pay for my own Netflix subscription. There's just not enough content anymore for that to be worth it. So yeah, I may be recommending fewer Netflix shows in the near future. But yeah, all right, moving on. Okay, these are going to be interesting because I don't rate these next ones. I think are going to be like shows and seasons that I rated the highest, and I don't use that feature very much on Serializd. I usually rate episodes of things when I watch them, when I log episodes I've seen. So I don't think this is really going to be accurate at all. It's probably just going to be kind of some random stuff that I rated when I first got the app. But we'll see. All right. Curb Your Enthusiasm. I did really enjoy. It was a really good. Well, I don't know. I guess this is the shows I rated the highest, and you can see I've only rated 2 shows because I don't really use this feature. I did really like Curb Your Enthusiasm. It was a good show. Percy Jackson and the Olympians. I enjoyed. I don't think I watched it this year. I think it came out last year, and I watched it as it was coming out. So I don't really know when I rated that. I think I would probably adjust it down a little bit, like kind of having more distance from it. I think I'd probably bump it down to 3.5 stars, but I did enjoy it. I'm looking forward to another season. Yeah. And then my highest rated seasons. Yeah, these are all, honestly, all pretty accurate. The other 2 might be one of my favorite shows right now. It's not been on in a few years, but it's just so incredibly solid. Season 3, I don't know. Yeah, no, actually, season 3 was very, very good. I didn't watch either of these this year, though. So I'm not sure why this is coming up now. But season 2 and season 3 of the other 2 are very good. So I do stand by that. Douglas is canceled. Solid miniseries that came out this year. Yeah. 4 stars, probably pretty accurate. And then, all right. I did really enjoy Chimp Crazy. I'm going to be talking more about that later. That was a very good miniseries by the Tiger King creator. And they find some new interesting stuff to talk about in this new show. So yeah, good stuff. This Come Outside episode. I didn't remember logging this. That's gonna be funny to like 2 people. But yeah, there you go. Good episode, I guess. All right. Okay, these stats are gonna be pretty meaningless. So yeah, look at that, guys. I'm viral. I'm famous. I'm an influencer. Please follow me on Serializd, by the way. Yeah, I like attention. We don't need to go through this. We don't need to go through that. Yeah, okay, a little sizzle for Chimp Crazy, I guess. The end of episode 2, insane plot twist. I can't believe that was recorded in a documentary. Like, I can't believe. Yeah, no, go watch Chimp Crazy. It's a good show. And then here we go. Here's my little graphic. There's my shows, my minutes watched, my percentage, and bam. All right. See you in 2025.